There are some in our Hebrew community that have issues with numbers. And you should never have issues with numbers because numbers are used all throughout the Bible. Whenever the Most High needed our people to build certain things, he would give them the exact measurements. That's dealing in numbers. You have the book of Numbers where they took account of the people out in the wilderness. So we always dealt with numbers. So don't be so dismissive of these things. This is not everybody, but it is some of the people within our communities. So, what I'm about to talk about, ladies and gentlemen, is something that is occurring that has not occurred for 900 years. And they call it the palindrome. Okay. Now, what is this? This is a sequence of numbers that repeat. Okay. So, they're talking about the Super Bowl. I could care about that. And Groundhog Day, don't care. Okay. While various forms of palindrome dates are fairly common. So we got 02/02/2020 has a unique distinction of reading the same backwards. That's right. So if you looked at, 02/02/2020, if you looked at it backwards, it comes out the same way. Okay, so that's what palindrome is. So 8 numbers where you see it one way forward, and if you looked at the number backwards, it comes out the same exact way. All right, so this palindrome, as far as the date is concerned, the last time this occurred, ladies and gentlemen, was 900 years ago. According to Innan's calculation, the last such palindrome date occurred was 11/11/11/11, more than 900 years ago. For years, Innan has been crunching numbers using a basic calculator and a pad of paper to find unique patterns in dates. All right. So I'm going to take you over to another article that's talking about the same thing. All right, that's not it. Here we go. What's so special about Sunday's palindrome date? And you can see the date right there, 02/02/2020. Sunday's date is a ubiquitous palindrome date, 02/02/2020. Ubiquitous in this instant has been used to describe that no matter how a culture writes the date, it remains a palindrome. It reads the same backwards and forward and may be celebrated around the world in the same calendar day, according to Aziz Enet, a University of Portland professor of electrical engineering. The 8-digit palindrome date is distinct from a 4-digit pattern because it won't happen again. A date with the year written with 2 digits instead of 4 will repeat each century. The 8-digit ubiquitous palindrome date will happen only 11 times in the years between 1000 and 999. So they're showing you the dates right here. You had 01/01 1010, 11/11 11/11, which was so that was 1010 years ago. 909 years ago was the 11/11/11/11, and then we have the 02/02/2020 will happen this Sunday, and it will happen again in 101 years, 12/12/21/21, And in the fourth millennium, you'll have 0303 3030. And then in the fifth millennium, 0404 40 40, and so on and so forth. So 0505 50 50 in the sixth millennium, and 0606 60 60 in the seventh millennium. So it just goes through when the sequence will come up again. Also contributing to its rarity, 0202 2020 occurs on the 33rd day of the year, with the 333 days left due to the leap year. And that's right. I was looking at the calendar this past Friday, and I said to myself, this is a leap year. On top of everything that's happening, because boy, there's a lot of things happening as far as current events are concerned. It's almost like things are piling up on top of each other. It's so many events going on. So this rarity is happening in a leap year. I tell my students, you're lucky to have such a palindrome date in your lifetime, Enon said. I also joked in the class this afternoon that because it's 0202 2020, I'm going to wake up at 2 in the morning to eat a bowl of cereal or something like that. And then in the evening at 2020, I'll eat another cereal bowl. I don't know what the significance is in that. The palindromic joke aside, numbers and puzzles just make Enon happy. Okay, so over the past 10 or 15 years, Enon began creating his own math puzzles and hope one day publishing them in a book. So, maybe it's no big deal to some people, but it is significant when you look at the numbers. Remember, we just went through a lunar eclipse back on 12/12 at 12/12. You know? And we know this all has meaning, y'all. It really does. It has meaning. So it cannot be ignored. Numbers have always been part of our lives, even in the land before all of this stuff happened, you know, with us being in captivity. Numbers have always been significant, just like they are today. I mean, look, we knew our 400 years are up. If we weren't keeping track of the numbers, then you would have had no way of knowing that. We know when our Hebrew New Year comes up because you have to keep track of that time of the year. So counting in numbers and, we may not know the real big significance in this, but I bet you there is some in it. I bet it is. 0202 2020. But y'all, please tell me what you think. What do you think about this happening in our lifetime? And it's not going to happen again, according to the numbers, until 101 years from now is when something like this will occur again. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.